Solaris. Welcome to Outrageous. We are here with some of the cast and crew from Genesis, a lesbian film. So Audrey, you're the director of this film. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
It is a sci-fi dramedy about the first female to be giving birth by parthenogenesis, which is the body's ability to become pregnant without fertilization by a male.
Conventional reproduction is simple, if a bit messy. The male provides his 23 sets of XY chromosomes, which combine with the female's 23XX pair, and the result is either a male or a female baby. While the conventional way is by far the most common, science has documented numerous examples of parthenogenic reproduction. In this situation, the mother provides both sets of chromosomes, and the result is a genetic copy of the mother, identical in every way, including gender.
Thank the baby Jesus.
How did you think of this idea?
I met a gal at Dinah Shore in 1990, and she was...
That's how every good lesbian story starts.
I met a girl at the Dinah Shore.
Continue.
Fade back, flashback.
She explained to me what parthenogenesis was, and it's kind of a lesbian legend that one day we will evolve into beings that don't need men to procreate. This is not a political stance. It's an interesting viewpoint about the possibilities of an all-female society. And these ladies are the residents of the all-female society.
No, we bring her in.
Yes,
she
I
wasn't there.
I am the
first.
hope for the future.
Yes.
Yes, she is. Emily Hardy plays Angela, this woman who, unbeknownst to her, is pregnant by parthenogenesis. It's the natural
That happens
evolution.
all the time.
It does.
It's evolution. She goes to the doctor, what's wrong with me?
But I can't get pregnant.
You are the first human being, to our knowledge, to be spontaneously cloning an exact DNA replica of yourself.
Oh my God.
She wakes up 3 months later on an observation deck being studied by the world powers, which are all men. And they want to understand how they can stop parthenogenesis because it signals
We don't.
the
The end of-
extinction of the male species.
Yeah.
You were abducted by a radical, all-male, very powerful faction of the global medical community.
Our legislation does not preclude girls from an education.
A group of renegade lesbians led by Meredith Baxter and
One of the most renegade lesbians I know.
indeed
That sounds so paranoid.
You were kidnapped and drugged and medically examined without your knowledge.
a doctor who lost her license to practice medicine because of an alleged bias against her male patients. So she starts this wonderful colony, and these are the residents.
You know, we're an all-female, fully self-sustaining community, and we will guard you with our lives.
We've got Suzanne Westenhofer, Dana Goldberg, Tamara De La Guerra, and more.
A plethora of other lesbians.
Indeed.
We bring her in, and she's straight when she gets there.
Well, you know,
Gets there.
It's a lot like Dinah Shore again. Like,
Oh my God, it's exactly like circling back to the Dinah Shore Festival. She's straight when she gets there.
I just want you to repeat all of my jokes right after me.
No problem.
not that everybody.
I've been doing that for years.
Yeah, everybody tries with you.
Yes, everybody tries to win
I got to
over.
dance with you.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
And it was lovely.
Thank you so much.
You lead quite well.
Thank you very much.
Is there a love story in this?
Yes, there is a bit of a love story. My character is sort of resistant to falling in love with her character.
Well, everybody flirts with her.
Yes,
I think
everybody
she,
tries.
She has a little bit of something with everyone.
Yeah, on and off set. I mean, Suzanne started up a bet or a collection or something on how
both.
long it would take for me to switch
How long
teams.
we could get you till we could get you to be an actual lesbian, not in the film.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's that
in
working?
real life. And how's that going for you, by the way? Are you still not a lesbian?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, it's been months.
I know you're gonna have to work.
Months.
You're gonna have to work harder.
All right, it's not going to be me. Just I know how much you want it to be me, but it is going to have to be. I think it's going to have to be. I think it's going to have to be a younger lesbian.
Okay.
We'll find one.
We got plenty.
What was your
There's
favorite
anyone
part?
out there watching. If there's anyone out there
There's any-
watching and they'd like to take a shot.
Or any lesbian.
Emily is actually, I'm just going to do a direct call to action. If anyone's watching and would like to take a shot, Emily is still trying to get on our
Poor
team.
Emily.
And they're still taking
Oh,
bets,
boy.
so you can also place your bets.
Yeah, right. There's money to be
made.
made. Exactly. My goodness.
Audrey, how did you do the casting for this movie?
I've had this script since 1990, trying to do different things with it. And I brought it back out, was working on it, and then I became friends with Meredith Baxter, who kindly agreed to come on and play the doctor. And I knew she was very good friends with Suzanne, and they have such a great rapport. I thought, how fun to have them together.
How did you two meet?
I picked her up in a bar.
Nobody meets in a bar.
Oh, we did. We did. We did. But I picked her up. I don't want to blow your cover. Don't.
And then I thought, oh, Dana Goldberg. How could we not have Dana Goldberg
It's
in
the
here?
best threesome ever. Meredith Baxter, Suzanne Weston.
We're right
Dana
into
Goldberg.
it.
Yeah.
How many? And I can't tell. How many times has that happened to all three of us?
I'm sorry, the threesome or working together?
The threesome.
Oh, yeah. Never. Go ahead.
It was natural.
She still doesn't remember. Okay.
And then Tamara, who I've known and was in my short film, I'm so happy to have her in it. And Emily was recommended by Bob Romanis, who plays the villain.
Did you think we wouldn't track her down here? Please show a little respect.
How have you felt the industry has been treating you as women?
Everyone, it's like, okay.
I can only talk about.
Bourbon. Is there any bourbon we can start?
Where
and then
did-
answer
I'm
that?
doing group therapy right now.
The bar back there. I can only speak from the I'm going to speak just from the comedy standpoint. The truth is that I've been doing stand-up professionally as my living for over 25 years. And when I started, saying that I was gay, saying that I was a lesbian was frowned upon, and people were unhappy with it. And that has changed so dramatically. It's awesome. However, what has not changed is there is still ladies' night at comedy clubs all over. It's still harder to be a woman than it is to be a lesbian or a gay, whatever you want to call us. That is in this, especially in comedy. I think it is too.
I don't think that's.
I don't think it's changing any business
at all. If you see a bill on a comedy club, it's always either 3 men and a woman who's probably opening or doing some sort of a smaller spot. But to have women headlining, and I think what's shifting though right now is that we have people like Audrey, and we've got other incredible women filmmakers, Sonia Sebastian, and all of these women that are involved in Outfest, and these directors. That they're so good, and to bring their art out, I think that things are starting to shift, and like it or not, with the Me Too movement and everything getting blown off of sexual harassment, right now people are starting to go, wait a minute, there's an incredible amount of talent that got blacklisted because of these monsters in Hollywood, and they're starting to get their power, and I love that women are leading this. It's beautiful.
This is my conspiratorial take on it, is that everybody's all Me Too right now in terms of the men. But really, they're deciding who they're going to push and who they're going to say, which women they're going to promote.
Oh, absolutely, still.
And so this stuff is still going on. We have to be vigilant with it.
You still have to get work. You still have to be, and in order to get work, you're going to 98% of the time, there's some guy, there's a male who's going to say yes or no to you.
There's a certain amount of getting along that has to happen in order to get access to
Correct.
the work.
They don't
But if
want
you drop
Nothing's
5
run by
pounds or,
women.
They don't want us to
And no,
have
they
that.
don't, and that is the truth.
I'm going to play a little bit of a devil's advocate just because I have the story in my head, but think about Samantha Bee. Like, Samantha Bee did not get the late night show that she should have gotten, which would have been the Daily Show. So she created her own show.
Well, you have to. It's
and
the
took
Spike
it to
Lee
TBS
thing, yes.
with her husband, and they all have their separate projects. It is one of the best shows on television. She has a dynamic writer's room. It is a diverse writer's room. Black women, gay men, lesbians. One of the best.
But she had to make it herself.
But she created it herself, and I think more women need to
support each other.
But also you bring something to the world that no one else can bring. You have nothing to compare it to.
Have any of you women ever felt it is more difficult being LGBT in this industry?
Oh, duh. I started stand-up in 1990. In 1990, to get on stage at a comedy club, and I was fortunate enough, I feel, to be in New York City, quite frankly, because it's New York City. To get up on stage in 1990 and say, hi, I'm a lesbian, and then try to tell jokes, you couldn't.
No.
I would go, hi, I'm a lesbian, or I'm the only lesbian getting up on stage tonight, I guess, or some goofy thing I thought was funny that long ago. But I could not then just do jokes about dogs or the traffic or anything else because the entire audience was going, lesbian, she better. Yeah, and I had to make that okay for them.
Something
For them to
changes
laugh.
as a qualifier, and I can say this across the board with women. If you're good at your job, your gender becomes irrelevant. If I'm on stage and I bomb, I'm that not funny lesbian.
Right on.
If I'm on stage and I kill, I'm that really funny comedian that was just up. It's very strange how when you don't seem to lead everything, people find qualifiers to explain why that happened. And it's really unfortunate. I think that's changing though. And I think part of it is because
Absolutely.
society's acceptance that LGBTQ is becoming less taboo. So if you're funny, you're funny. If you're a good actress, you're a good actress. Period. And I think this is all I know to be. I am living authentically who I am. And I think that audiences, whether it's a movie audience, a comedy audience, or any other, they will see through you if you are not being authentic on stage.
Absolutely.
And so for me, would I have been more famous? Would I have been more rich at this point in my life? I don't know, and I don't care. I feel really good about the work I'm putting out into this world. It makes people happier. They feel empowered. I'm raising money for organizations I believe in. So when people are like, you gotta play the part, fuck that. I don't want to play the part. I want to put out art I am proud of. And that's my comedy, and that's when I'm going to do it.
And that's
I have, did you hear that? There was music. There was just so much that happened during that. The earth moved when I said that. It was amazing.
Yeah.
When I was a little girl, I was obsessed by what? I was obsessed by, you know this story. I was obsessed by babies. I thought about them all the time. And then my parents went and told me where they came from, which is, boy, what disappointment. You know, all I could say, even at that age, I said, well, why do I need a man?
If you want to be on the show, contact us and tell us your story.